Of decimals, we're going to start out by just talking about how we can represent decimals, different ways we can represent decimals. And first, we'll look at the idea of what a decimal is. A decimal is the combination of whole numbers and parts of whole numbers, addressing the numbers that are between whole numbers. So 1 and 25 hundredths, between 1 and 2. We've got a place value chart over here where you can see that we have the decimal point and then we have the place values around it. So I like to point out to students that the place values on either side of the ones and the decimal point are kind of like a mirror of each other. On the left side, we have the tens. On the right, we have the tenths. We have the hundreds on the left, and then we have the hundredths. We have the thousands on the left, and then on the right, we have the thousandths. Then we have the 10,000s and the 10,000ths. So if they ever feel like they're forgetting which place is which in the decimal section on the right-hand side, they really only need to think about what it is like on the left-hand side. The tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and so on. And the decimal side is basically a mirror of that. The only difference is that the decimals end in TH. So they have that TH ending. So that's the difference, the TH ending. That's really pretty. All right. So a few ways that we can represent the decimals. We have 3 different forms here. We have expanded form, standard form, and word form. Standard form is the easiest. It is the numbers as the digits. So this is standard form right here. 25 and 27,634 hundred thousandths. And it is a great idea to have students practice reading those decimals out loud in the word form that we'll talk about in a moment. Now, expanded form is breaking the number into place values, which we would do, and they should have done with whole numbers in the past. And so it's a very similar idea, breaking it into the place values. So if we were to write our 25, etc., we would break it into each place value. It would be 20 plus 5 plus 2 tenths, and we will write that as 0.2 plus 7 hundredths, 0.07 plus 6 thousandths. And the zeros replace all the other place values that we are not using in that particular place value. And then we've got the 10 thousandths. I know I'm going to run out of space. So a 0 for the 2, for the 7, for the 6, and then we've got the 3, and then our 100 thousandths. Now, typically, we're not seeing numbers quite as long as this. I chose a very long number for this example. All right, so that is our expanded form. We simply broke the number into every single place value. And this is just something when students practice, they need to be aware of the fact that the zeros do replace the numbers that we are not addressing in that particular place value, so that we're still writing 2 tenths as 2 tenths. The 7 is being written as 7 hundredths. The 6 is being written as 6 thousandths. The 3 is being written as 3 10,000ths, and so on. So that is our expanded form. And then the word form is basically the words for the number. The decimal point is read as and the way I explain to students how to read the decimal part of it, pretend that the decimal number's not there. Pretend that this is just your number, 27,634. So you read it as 27,634, and then you tack on the last place value. In this case, our last place value is 100 thousandths. So 27,634 hundred thousandths. If I had 7 and 3, 6, 2. All right, so the 2 is ending in the thousandths place. So I would read this as 7 and 362 thousandths. This would be 29 and 21 hundredths because the 1 is in the hundredths place. If I wanted to go all the way to the 10,000ths place, then this would be 2,176 10,000ths. So 29 and 2,176 10,000ths. And that is our quick overview of representing decimals. Let me know if you have